Hello, my name is Damian Bingham, and I'm going to talk about San Diego's Santa Fe Depot. So, here's some general info about the Santa Fe Depot. It was built in 1915. It was built mainly for the Santa Fe Railroad. However, nowadays it is mainly built for Amtrak trains, coasters, and of course, the trolleys. The main structure of the building is a Spanish style as it was built in 1915, and that's how a lot of buildings were built during that time. The entire span of the area is a whopping 4.6 acres. Importance. The Santa Fe Depot is a huge importance within San Diego. It connects freight traffic to other states such as Nevada, Oregon, Washington, and Arizona. There are many commuter and passenger trains in and out of the station. Also, it is a part of the Surf Line, which I will cover in a second. The Surf Line is a route from San Diego all the way to Los Angeles. The Santa Fe Depot marks the south end of the route. Also, the Amtrak trains, the train you see in the blue, runs from San Diego to Los Angeles, and in some cases even as far as Santa Barbara or even San Luis Obispo. The coaster, which you see on the bottom left, is a commuter train that runs from the depot to Oceanside. Then the BNSF, which is the bottom right, in that case is a passenger train because it's carrying officials, but normally it is only freight cargo that can travel to various places, even as far as Nevada and Barstow, California, which is somewhat like an hour and a half north of San Bernardino. The Santa Fe Depot also has a lot of connections to other places across the country. Some of these services include BNSF, the one you see in the orange, which is a freight service that crosses the country internationally. Union Pacific, which is another one of those services. Amtrak, which there is already one running from San Diego to Los Angeles. However, that can also be a connection to the Coast Starlight, the one you see in the top left corner, which runs from Los Angeles all the way to Vancouver, British Columbia. Another service that you'll see is the Metrolink, which is also a commuter just like the coaster that runs in various places across Southern California, even in places like Burbank, California, and Palmdale. The last one, which isn't seen in the picture but is mentioned, is the Miramar Local. This is a shorter type of freight service that runs from Miramar, California to San Diego, so it runs a very short trip compared to most freight services.
The Santa Fe Depot was built to replace the previous train station, which was 1/4 the size and built in a Victorian style. In an interview with historian David Marshall, we learned more about what opening day on March 8, 1915 was like.
They kept the small Victorian depot in place until the new depot was almost ready for opening. And there's a great photo of the old depot being pulled down. They basically tied a cable to a train, and they pulled the tower down of the old depot as part of the opening of the new building.
Because the Santa Fe Depot was supposed to show off the beauty of San Diego, it was built with stucco walls and a clean, white finish outside, and on the inside, shiny tiled flooring and beautiful high ceilings with long, hanging light fixtures. But one of the most popular features is the tile work on the inside of the building.
One of the most notable parts of the building is the tile work, the decorative, colorful tile, and that's really a very special, unique tile. It's custom tile that was made at a company that used to be in National City. They're the same company that did the tile work for the expo buildings in Balboa Park. They were called the California China Products Company. And so that's really one of the most unique and important features of the building is the tile work.
The Santa Fe Depot was built by the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway, which had been building many other depots in California in an effort to connect the state better and bring more people and industry to the cities. This was a huge project that required the equivalent of millions of dollars by today's standards.
Cost of the building was about $250,000 to do the whole building, $230,000, which today's dollars, which would be many millions of dollars.